very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
As a defender, you're eager to be involved in every play. So when the action goes away from you, a lot of times you run after the ball. But in this case, what a terrific job by the defender, staying home and taking care of his responsibilities.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's got time. And Salek here, left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain at 21 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Steps away. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it.
Brandon, all through training camp, there's a lot of discussion in Tampa about who is going to be the starting tight end for the Buccaneers, and Austin Seferian-Jenkins is probably the most well-known player at that position. But he's battling it out with Cameron Brate. And then we get to the season, game 1 in Atlanta. Who catches the first touchdown by a tight end of the Buccaneers?
My namesake, Brandon Meyer.
Exactly right. Didn't see that one coming. Congratulations, Brandon.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go now.
To the air again with Winston. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Luke Stocker taking it in. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He does the big boy have the juice. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2, and most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Throwing is Wentz. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, here's the run with Martin. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Second down, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Connor Barwin coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Third and long for Winston. And he finds Safarian-Jenkins. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darryl Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a really fine play there because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
With a quick lull here, Charles, I want you to tell your Watt brothers story. Derek Watt, of course, now in the league with San Diego, JJ with Houston. They're going to meet each other on November 27th.
Fullback versus defensive lineman. And how great is that going to be? San Diego and Houston. And talking with JJ, I said, what is that going to be like playing against your brother? And he said, all I know is I fully expect him to be the lead blocker on the first play of the game. And I'm going to greet him enthusiastically on that play. He said, because otherwise, if he gets the best of me, that will be my Christmas present, a picture of him blocking me, and I can't have that.
Shorts has got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Evans. They'll throw again. Winston. He's got the hook up here to Vincent Jackson. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, it's Winston. Looking left side, he's got it complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
Ryan Matthews, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Fresh set of downs here.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice game. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
First down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Wentz. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. On third down, Winston. And incomplete here on third down. The intended receiver, Lewis Murphy. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sproles. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Wants to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Sproles. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
So out come the Bucs now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On second down, Martin. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. He's back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, 58 yards. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up.
And there's the touchdown, partner. We just saw it. What do you do now? Oh, yeah, of course you know what you're doing. You're going for 2, right?
I think anytime you're inside of 2 minutes in this situation, you try for 2.
And remember, let's go back to training camp. Every team we talked to said they spend more time now on 2-point conversion periods than they ever have before.
Winston to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. William Golston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Wentz to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he's brought down after a good gain. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Shift together here from the D-line. Wentz to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is, and especially individuals, and how they handle pressure situations.
And then moving forward, you have the confidence that late in a close game, hey, we've been here before. We've done this. We've won this game.
There's a comfort zone that exists now. So instead of them pressing in those situations, now there's an air of confidence and calm, and then you just watch them go out and execute.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In this divisional matchup, we have the first running back taking off the draft board in their respective draft class. It's Adrian Peterson going up against Eddie Lacy. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the play clock's running down. Peterson alone in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Now Bradford on second down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Now this Vikings D, no doubt a huge boost in the Week 1 win. They scored twice. They really helped lift what was, at times a struggling offense.
And you'll never get the head coach Mike Zimmer to admit this, but I'll guarantee when he got home after this, when he had a big smile on his face, because Zim's a defensive guy first. And to see Eric Kendricks with the touchdown on the interception return and Danielle Hunter with a fumble return for a touchdown, that's got to be very satisfying for Mike Zimmer, knowing that his defense is playing at a high level early in the season.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Against Jacksonville, Jordy Nelson's first game back after missing last year with that knee injury. 6 catches, 32 yards, also found pay dirt once.
I know everyone in Green Bay is excited to have him back on the field. I know Aaron Rodgers, he says that's my go-to, my #1 guy. But what he really brings to the rest of the receiving corps is that speed. The ability to get downfield, stretch a defense, and open up gaps for the other receivers. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He'll set up the screen to Lacy. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Eddie Lacy from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
On second down, Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
26.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't mean...
Lacy hit. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. One back is Lacey. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Lacey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Complete. Starks on the screen. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw, Bradford. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. One back is Lacey. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Rodgers going to give to Lacey on the draw. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Lacey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sharif Floyd forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This from 36 yards out. That one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They come out here in the eye. 2nd down, Bradford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Bradford now to throw on first down. And here's the first NFL catch for Laquan Treadwell. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On second down, Bradford again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They begin the drive with Lacey. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking about slot receivers.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Brian Robinson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A play fake to start. Now Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Bradford on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Johnson's got it complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll come out in the pistol. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Easy. Hey, check 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One back is Lacey. They go play action here on 1st down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploit.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver, 46 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point try now for Walsh. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Say what you want about Eddie Lacy. He is really important to his team, and right now they're holding him down well below his normal yardage total, and his team's losing the game.
And we talk about it so often, how tough he is to bring down, but they found a way to do it.
Yeah, I think gang tackling, getting a lot of people to him, that's the key to everything. Not many guys can take him down one-on-one consistently.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Now a pitch out to Lacy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Call it a gain of 1 yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Bradford. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down. As he's tackled at the 1. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the... And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson punching it in from 1 yard away. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bradford now. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. One back is Lacey. They go back to the air here after the INT. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the eye. Rodgers to throw on second down. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down.
And he's got his big tight end. That's Rodgers, who caught it for the Packer touchdown. Richard Rodgers from 13 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in the running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On play action, Bradford. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this second half. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
4 down.
One back is Lacey. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
319.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
319. 158. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Third and short yardage, Bradford, and that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it'll be 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it 2nd down. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did. And for this team, just a lot of confidence coming away from this one.
Confidence for them. For the other team, though, boy, what a dismal, dismal day.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Rivers' Chargers. With that, let's get out to San Diego. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Diego Chargers. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Bortles going to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin. Well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Jags offense gets ready to take over the football again, and their running game in week 1 of the season against Green Bay, it really was tough going with Ivory out, yet Yeldon going for just 39 yards on 21 carries.
And that put a lot of pressure on Blake Bortles, their young quarterback, and I thought he handled it very well. So there's a silver lining for Jacksonville in that loss, that Bortles can handle it if he has to carry the load, but they really want Yeldon, and when Ivory, when he's back well again, they really want them to carry the ball much more.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Brandon Flowers is a veteran cornerback who often has his speed questioned, but never his playmaking ability.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And this one complete to Julius Thomas.
After a while, it gets a little overblown when we talk about Julius Thomas's basketball background. He's flat out a good tight end. I mean, a dependable player who can sometimes be spectacular when he gets downfield. He did it in Denver. He's doing it again now in Jacksonville.
In week 1, got a touchdown, 5 catches, 64 yards.
A quarterback's best friend is often his tight end.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Mentioned earlier that Bortles threw the ball 39 times against Green Bay. 15 of those targets were in the direction of Robinson. He had 6 catches for 72 yards.
That speaks to dependability and trust, doesn't it? It's not just a matter that he's always open, because a lot of guys, when you target them, They may not appear open, but you're counting on them to uncover at the end of the route and come up with the football, and that's what Allen Robinson brings to the table.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Bortles to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a sloppy beginning for them. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
And the cutback to the sideline. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 64 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the...
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. Here's Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he can be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit. Third and goal for Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dante Fowler. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Josh Lambeau now for the Charger field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
after the made field goal. Back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There we go. Green, 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Catch here, left side, Thomas. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. Back deep, Travis Benjamin.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Chargers. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from...
There goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Completes it to Lee. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
There we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Ace.
On 1st down, Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there. Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. Now they face a third down after the fumble on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Left.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Let's go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ready.
On third down, Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Rivers on first down. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
All right, here we go.
To the air again here, Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Here we go. Green, 90. Green.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
Yeldon, the lone running back. Now Bortles looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down deep into San Diego territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
He'll rifle this, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack it.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for San Diego. 56 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dan Skuta coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This from 54 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second down following the run.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Right, 58, Will. Hey, check 24.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returning, it's Benjamin. Oh, nice move. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
All right, here we go. Now, look at 56.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dan Skuta in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
Here we go. Hey, slow.
Bortles now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Jags a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. 3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Watch left. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Green, nice.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Time for a break. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go.
On first down, Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. Completes it to Lee. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing here, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They run with Woodhead. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
To throw, Rivers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time, and a touchdown to put things away.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
Burrow's going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dwight Lowry. And Charles, just a blowout in every sense of the word here in this one.
Okay, cliche alert. Right from the opening whistle. As soon as they kicked the ball off, one team was ready to play, the other definitely was not.
Well, you got to use cliches with this one. I mean, it's not often you see a game this lopsided in the NFL.
All we know is that at the end, one team was winning going away, and the other one just wanted to go away.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from